Well, always nice to catch up with Mike Weir, 2003 Masters champion, Golf Town ambassador. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, doing good, Hugh.
All
Thanks,
right.
buddy.
Let's talk President's Cup. We're kind of on the eve of the President's Cup. This is your third time as an assistant captain.
Yep.
Is it easier being a captain, or do you want to get out there and play?
It's probably easier physically. Mentally, it's harder because you want to help, you want to contribute, you want to, and when I played 5 times as a player, and that's, you get in the mix, and that you miss that. But at the same time, being a captain and helping the guys, kind of clearing their path so they can just perform, is very exciting. But it's a different energy, but it's still very fun.
So for one of the Canadians, maybe it's going to be their first time. Say it's a Corey Connors.
Yeah.
Like, what advice will you give him on the eve of teeing off?
I think the big thing is just be yourself. Don't try to do anything that you're not used to doing. Kind of stick to your same routine, your tournament routine that gets you prepared. Do things that are familiar to you. There's a lot of things kind of out of your control with a lot of going-ons, I guess, outside of golf, that try to manage that. And then when you get to the first tee, be ready to go. And there's probably a few other things we'll talk about.
You're such a veteran of the President's Cup. I mean, talk about is it different, the pressure playing for your country as opposed to playing in a major?
It is. There's a different pressure because you have 11 other teammates and you want to perform well, not only for yourself but those guys. I mean, they're on your team, and it's just like, I guess, a hockey team. If you have a bad game, you feel like you let not only yourself down but the team down. So there's a different pressure with that, and it's heightened. Head to head, each hole feels like its own mini little tournament. When you get one up or one down, you have to dig deep, and so there's a lot more to it than a major championship. I think there's a lot more energy burned, I think, at the course of the week.
I know whenever there's a Ryder Cup, one of the things that's talked about is the team chemistry, especially for Team Europe. Talk about how the camaraderie and the team chemistry comes together for a President's Cup team, and does something like that matter?
Oh, it definitely matters, and it's a bit different. I mean, I think the European team, a lot of those guys know each other. They play the European Tour together. A lot of our guys now play the PGA Tour. They're getting to know each other, even though we're from a little more global around the world than continental Europe and the European Ryder Cup team. So I think, starting with Ernie, Nick Price and Ernie and now Trevor, we've really tried to enhance that team experience and that bonding through team dinners throughout the year, and guys getting to know each other, playing more practice rounds together. The tournament in New Orleans, guys pairing up together in that team format. So we know how important it is that the guys are comfortable with each other, and they're comfortable with each other's games leading into that.
In 2007, you gave Canadian golf, you've given Canadian golf fans a lot of great memories, but in 2007, you took on Tiger Woods, the best player in the world, and you beat him in Montreal. Tell me something about that day or that round of golf that maybe most people wouldn't know.
It was an up and down day. I mean, I was up early by 2 or 3. Tiger came storming back and took a 1-up lead, and then I birdied 17 to pull even. And the energy was big. I'd say one thing probably people don't know is when I walked to the 18th hole, Jack Nicklaus was standing right on the tee, and it's a small little tee box there on 18 at Royal Montreal in the back, and he was standing pretty close to where I needed to tee up the ball, so I had to ask Mr. Nicklaus to slide over a little bit and get out of the way while I had to tee up there. So it was a really cool experience, and I was able to hit a great drive, and Jack gave me a little wink and said, well done.
Yeah, you got it done, my man. You got it done.